With week 1 officially over, the fans have learned a lot. Some players and teams shined, while some disappointed. It was definitely a fun first week of action in the NFL. I think we are all glad it is back. But what can we take away from week 1? And can we wait to see if the stories stay the same? But before I get into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. All support is very much appreciated. Helps me out a lot, so help a man out. Also, go check out @JerseyApparelUSA on Instagram for some high quality, cheap sports jerseys. You can get your favorite player's jersey in just 7 to 10 days with a simple Instagram DM. Now, let's get right into the topic. Jameis Winston balled out. 5 touchdown passes on 20 attempts, 37 rushing yards, but only 148 passing yards. Still a great performance and absolute blowout of MVP Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. The Saints as a whole looked like one of the better teams in the league. Well, before the season, a lot of people thought they would be bad. But hey, here they are blowing out the team with a reigning MVP that also lost the NFC Championship last year. We would have loved to see Marquez Callaway with more targets and yards, but given the attempts and passing yards from Winston, it makes sense that he did not do that good on Sunday. It was a very weird game, given the 1 touchdown per 4 throws and minimal amounts of yards for Winston, but as a Jameis stan, I love that this happened. Can the success continue though? Jameis looked great, but was weirdly efficient. Honestly, I've never seen a stat line like that, especially from him. The Saints play the Panthers this upcoming week, a not great defense, so Jameis and the whole Saints offense could potentially repeat their previous showing. Am I saying 5 touchdowns? Hell no. Am I saying great game by Jameis, Kamara, Callaway, and crew? 100%. The Panthers are not a great team. Sneaky and competitive team, but not great. So Sean Payton can hopefully coach his team to an easy win. I think the Saints storyline stays on path this week. Another storyline I want to watch this week is Max Crosby. He looked like one of the better defensive players in the NFL on Monday night. FYI, that game was scary for me in fantasy. Won by 0.5 points because of a Lamar Jackson fumble. Kinda insane and lucky, I know. But let's get back to Crosby. He dominated Monday night, having 2 sacks, 5 quarterback hits, and 2 tackles for loss in an overtime win against the Baltimore Ravens. He was mostly blocked, or should I say, attempted to be blocked, by Alejandro Villanueva, but that did not work. Crosby has been a good defensive end for most of his career, having 17 sacks, 30 tackles for loss in his first 2 seasons. But Monday, yeah, that was his game. He came out with a motor that is hard to have for a full game, especially in a game that goes to overtime. I want to see if he can bring this energy and this type of play into week 2 against the Steelers, which is possible given their offensive line. The Raiders' defense is not great, or really that good by any means, but we saw some big plays from a lot of their pieces on that side of the football, especially Crosby and Carl Nassib. But Max is definitely one of, if not their best player on that side of the ball, and if his snap count, performance, and motor stays up to speed, this is going to be his year, at least if this story holds up. Crosby can dominate the Steelers in the pass rush game with no issue, and I expect a near repeat performance at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase both look like they are back at LSU together. Their chemistry is just insane, leading to both players playing well in a grimy overtime win on Sunday at home against Minnesota Vikings. Burrow targeted Chase 7 times, completed 5 of them for 101 yards and a touchdown, one of those being a 50-yard touchdown, where Chase absolutely burned, I believe it was Bashad Breeland, down the sideline. They wanted an OT thriller. I thought the Vikings would pull away with it, but clearly, I was wrong and my betting luck still sucks. Also, Burrow proved that he isn't a bust, like some people thought, that he was fully back from his injury, completing 74.1% of his passes for 2 touchdowns and 261 yards, and did this while being sacked 5 times and being pressured 11 times for 34.4% of the time. Although Burrow did miss on some throws because he does kind of have a lack of arm strength issue, no matter what, it really is impressive what he does with that horrid offensive line, and I want to see if he can keep doing it in week 2. But God help him, because he's playing the Chicago Bears and Khalil Mack this Sunday, so good luck. The 2 young stars hopefully can come together to beat the Bears, and also pray together that Burrow's knee doesn't get shattered by Chicago. And after they're done praying together, Jamar Chase will come back out there and look good again. He ran routes well, he caught the ball well, which was a surprise given his preseason, but I talked about that in a previous video, but I said he would be just fine, and it looks like he was deserving of that top 10 pick. And let's all hope that this young duo can continue this success for this next week, and the rest of the year. These storylines that came out of week 1 are very interesting to me, because they were unexpected to be honest, but a lot of fun. I want to see them all succeed this year, especially given how week 1 went for those players. Will they continue? Who knows? I don't, but we'll find out tomorrow. And with all that being said, that is it from me, guys. Thank you for tuning into Fanatic Sports. If you made it this far into the video, come on now, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It only takes like 2 seconds to do. Also, follow me on Instagram at FanaticSports25 and on Twitter and TikTok at Fanatic Sports. Before I go, what is your favorite storyline heading into week 2? Comment that story down below.